Welcome back to K Sports New England. Have you ever put on a big-time NHL game and heard the voice of Mike Emrick? Well, we got to learn a little more about him. Our own Max Bloch of YBA talked to him during the Stanley Cup Finals.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Emrick. The best time of the hockey.
They call him Doc Emrick. After all, Mike Emrick is a master surgeon when it comes to speaking the English language. If you watched any hockey over the past 2 decades, Olympics, World Championships, Stanley Cups, chances are the 65-year-old Hall of Fame announcer was calling the action, a skill he's been practicing for a long time.
I wanted this since I was in grade 4. I thought that would be a great way to make a living because you get in free, they give you a pretty good seat for the game, and you get to work with the best athletes in the world. So it seemed like sense to me. Then when I was in 7th grade, I'd pestered my parents to take me to a hockey game, and they took me to a game in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1960, and all of a sudden the world changed.
Back to Martin, gives to Langenbrunner, fires, score!
Emrick has called over 3,000 pro hockey games in his career. How good is his memory? Amazingly, he even remembers the first hockey game he ever saw as a 7th grader, and how it changed his life.
But Fort Wayne and Muskegon played to a 10-minute overtime tie, and a guy that I met for the first time last week, Con Madigan, who is the oldest rookie in the history of the NHL at 38 with St. Louis, played in the game and had a fight with another guy with 2 seconds left in overtime. Funny what you remember.
Guerin watched by Batizov, got it over for Niedermeyer, swung one in front, knocked by Brunton, flipped by Brunton, score!
Emrick's recall of games, facts, and anecdotes are dropped into his description of a game like the master linguist that he is. His PhD from Bowling Green is in communications, a fitting accomplishment given his skill set and profession. On air, Emrick balances the fine line between reporter and broadcast journalist, with the ability to entertain and inform his audience. His personality in person is no different than on air.
After a few years, you get more relaxed with yourself and also the job that you're doing. In the early stages, you're so worried about being booted out the door sometimes. You know, the hardest thing to do is get the job, and then the hardest thing becomes keeping it.
This year, Doc Emrick won a National Emmy Award as Sports' Most Outstanding Personality. In 2004, he was honored with the prestigious Lester Patrick Award for his contributions to hockey. The full-time TV voice of the New Jersey Devils, he proudly wears a Stanley Cup ring from their 1995 season. He has called Winter Classics, All-Star Games, and the last 12 Stanley Cup Finals. Last year's Olympic gold medal game between the U.S. and Canada was hockey at its best, called by the best.
Come away from that just saying, I'm glad that I wound up with this job, this place, this time. I don't know if it was providence or blind luck or what it was, but if it was providence, thank God that it turned out this way.
I'm YBA's Max Bloch, reporting for K Sports New England.